Hey guys, welcome back to Say Mojo Homestead. I want to share something with you that I have been learning about. A few months ago, Jeremy was talking to someone and he told them that raw milk doesn't go bad. And it really made me think, okay, so you buy milk at the store, it sours, you toss it. What happens to raw milk? So I did a little research and I found out some super exciting news about raw milk. You may already know this if you have your own home dairy, but raw milk actually ferments. Everyone knows fermentation is great. All the good bacteria grows and multiplies, and it's great for your health and your gut and all the things. So I love fermenting. It's something that we do often, and I got really excited when I found out that that's what happens to raw milk the longer it sits. So basically what happens, because you aren't pasteurizing the milk, all that good bacteria doesn't get killed off. When you do pasteurize milk, it does kill off that good bacteria and it creates the perfect environment for bad bacteria to continue to produce. When you have your raw milk that is unpasteurized, it builds more lactic acid, which causes that natural fermentation to begin. So what you get is something that starts looking a little bit like this. You can see it separating. It is naturally separating the fermented whey from what is called the clabber. Who really knows where that word came from? So I first read it and I was like, clabber, that doesn't really sound appetizing, but instead of throwing away milk that has fermented or giving it to the animals, I wanted to figure out how to use this clabber. So this is whey from milk that I've already fermented. It is great because you can use it to jumpstart your fermentations on like vegetables and stuff. You can add it to smoothies, all the things. It's also really good like all whey. This is fermented whey, which is even better for you because it has all that good bacteria and probiotics and all those things. So you can give them to your animals, especially if they're not feeling well. And you can use this in your garden. So this is awesome. I have loved having this on hand. Now I do have a clabber out that was fresh milk that I put this fermented whey in to try to see how long the process would take. It says it takes 1 to 5 days. I put in this whey. It's supposed to speed up the process. And so you can see this one is already starting to clabber. It hasn't separated totally. So I have a couple options. Once it totally separates all the way, I can partially strain it and use it like a yogurt. It'll be like a tangy, full of probiotics yogurt that's really good. The other option is to leave it straining overnight, and you actually get what they call a clabber cheese, which is like your cream cheese, and you can flavor it with herbs, or you could make a sweet cream cheese with it. I've seen people put strawberries in it. So this is just another great way. You don't have to have starters to do these things. They just do it. The milk just does it on its own. And use it for your yogurt, use it for your sour cream, use it for your cream cheese replacement. You won't have to have a starter or do all that work for it. Another way you can use the whey is you can add it to your fresh ground wheat and it will help soften it. You can add it to your bread recipes in place of the water, and it helps it retain more moisture. These are all things I've read about. I haven't done them all, so I definitely will share as I experiment with it. This is relatively new for me. I'm just sharing this exciting news with you. But I have read where people will grind their wheat and then soak their flour, fresh ground flour, overnight in the whey, and it helps it not to be quite as crumbly or dry. I'm really excited about that. That's the next thing I want to try with it. So if you have ever made your own raw milk clabber, I would love to hear about your favorite way to use it and your favorite recipes. So please, 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 please share. If you haven't and you're just now finding out about this, isn't it exciting? I am so excited. I am kind of a fermentation nerd. I really love it. I'm still like learning about it, but I do love it. If you try this, I would love to know how it goes for you. The one thing I will say is the longer you let it sit out past that point when it clabbers, the more strong it becomes. So my recommendation is to really catch it once that whey separates out. Go ahead and strain it and put everything in the refrigerator. That's going to slow down that fermentation process and it won't get quite so strong. If you want more of a mild, sweet tang, then that's definitely the way to go. And if you once you have that whey, if you can go ahead and get a fresh milk fermenting faster, it will be sweeter as well. So thanks for hanging out with me tonight and talking about clabber. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and be blessed.